Hi and welcome back to The Miracle Beauty. My name is Brandy and we are a beauty review channel. Today I am reviewing the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. This is a $129 palette that was available at Beautylish, Natasha Denona's website, and Sephora. And it is supposed to be limited edition. Last I saw it was still available. It does have, let me just reopen it, it does have quite a diverse color story to me. It has greens, mustard, terracottas, blues, navy blues, the darker greens. I mean, it just really, to me, has a lot of different looks that you can make with it. I did attempt 2 looks today. I actually am going to post in like a sub picture the one I was doing with the green look. It muddied and it didn't look real well, but I think it was mainly one of the colors I chose. In the pan, it looked like it was like a forest green or something like that. When it went on my eye, it went on more of a turquoisey green. So that's why I think it failed. However, this one I am pretty, happy with. I think that there was a couple things I would change, but I still am more than willing to wear this all day. And I wanted to give you my viewpoints on this palette, the pros, the cons, the etc. Let's get into the application process first, but before we do that, don't forget to subscribe, like, ring the bell for notifications, and share if you think someone would enjoy this. Let's get into it. Okay, I did prime my lids with the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue concealer. And then I used my Laura Mercier. So, things that I'm gonna do, I was trying to do an olive look and it just was not coming together. So I think that I'm going to do a different look entirely. So the first thing I want to do is just a really easy transition shade. I am using the shade Rhizome, which looks like this right here. Next thing, I'm just going to put like it's almost like a warm brown or a terracotta in the eye socket area. I want almost like a halo of that mustard color. There, I like that a little better. So I am going to do, for my lid, I'm going to do this blue shade. And that is aqueous. It's a word, I don't even know what that means. I'm going to spray my brush. And there is a decent amount of fallout with this one, but I am packing my brush pretty thick with product, so that could be why too. I'm going to clean up all of this with my actual makeup wipe. So I want to go back into that terracotta shade very lightly. I just want to blend up here so it's smoother. There is like a navy blue color right here. I'm going to go into that. That is called Enigma. And there is like a black color in this, so I think it has a navy and a black. I'm not going to put a ton of this on. I just want to deepen just this lower corner right here. want to go back in with that blue. I just want to build it up and get it a little bit more vibrant. That's a lot better. I'm gonna go back in with that navy. This one doesn't build to be a navy. It's almost like a royal blue, but I'm not hating it. In the monitor, it's a lot darker than it is in real life, but I'm okay with it. I'm going to stop there. I'm going to clean up this eye and complete the other eye and then finish my makeup, and I will be back to talk about my opinion of the palette. So this is the final look with all of my makeup and my mascara and everything else. I think that this look would actually look a lot better with falsies. I can't use falsies right now because I have watery allergy eyes. Like later today when I do my foundation check-in for the foundation that I'm testing, this will all be gone. That's why I don't worry about having a super sharp line, because it will be vanished by the end of the day because of my watery eyes. So I am doing allergy drops. I'm doing Zyrtec. Like nothing's helping this year. So that is why I'm not super worried about the falsies. I do think with the deepness of the blue that with some really dramatic falsies, this look would look fantastic. I did choose a nudish lip because I feel like the eyes were dramatic enough. But this is the final look. So what are my thoughts on this so far? So the colors that I've used in this, today I did try my first look with the olive colors, and I thought they performed well, but the shade right here in the pan looks like a forest green, but really it's more of like a turquoise. So that one definitely sabotaged the look because it wasn't what I thought it was, but you know, maybe I should have swatched it before I made that decision. I have done looks with the golds and the terracottas before, and I did have a great experience. Today, I didn't have any colors that I struggled with other than the blue really had to be built up. You had to wet your brush and you had to pile it on to get it to even kind of have a vivid look. I still would have liked it a little bit more shimmery, a little bit more dramatic, but I actually just gave up. I actually was just done with it. I just couldn't deal with it anymore. So this is how it came out. I don't love the fact that the navy-ish color comes out more of a royal blue. I feel like what you see in here isn't always what you get. So that's something to keep in mind. What do I think of the palette overall? I think it's a great palette. I don't have any problem with it. It's actually my favorite from Natasha Denona eyeshadow that I have after the gold mini. I don't own the full-size gold, but I own the gold mini, and that's my #1 favorite, but this would be my second. Part of the reason I love it is application, but the other part of it is that it's diverse. I mean, it's got a lot of different color stories you can go with, and I think if you're going to invest in one expensive palette, you want to make sure it has some diversity and it's not a whole shade of neutrals. That's why I never bought the Biba palette. It just, to me, is a whole palette of neutrals, and I can get that anywhere, and it wasn't worth it to me. So I think that if one, you're into high-end makeup, if you're into luxury makeup, I think that this is a great palette. I think that it will serve. It gives you a lot of options for color, neutral, etc. If you're a Natasha Denona fan, I definitely think that you would like this. However, if one, you've never ventured into high-end or luxury eyeshadow like the Natasha Denona or Pat McGrath, I don't think this should be your first. I would recommend getting the gold mini palette if you want to start out the $25 ones. If you wanted to get a full size, I would go with either the gold or the lila. Not because this is horrible, but I think that it does have a more lean towards dramatic looks, and if that's not your thing, or if you don't plan to do it every day, you may not get your money's worth. So that is my review of the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. If you like videos like this, I hope that you will subscribe, like, ring the bell for notifications, and don't forget to comment down below your favorite luxury palette if you like luxury, and if you don't, your favorite drugstore. Have a good day, guys.